Simon says, pat your heads. Simon says, rub your bellies. Simon says, give your daddy a hug.
Yeah!
Hey, I'm Jesse. Did you know that playing the game Simon Says with your kids is actually really good for their brains? And it's also a fun way for them to practice self-regulation, the ability to control your behavior. This game also requires players to listen, focus, and follow directions. And if your kids are like mine, well, they can definitely use some more practice in that area. In this video, I'll show you how to play. To play, start by choosing someone to be Simon, the leader. Simon will give commands to the other players. When the commands begin with Simon Says, the other players must follow those instructions. If the command does not begin with Simon Says, any player who follows it is out.
All right, guys, we're ready to play? You
Yeah.
sure? All right,
Yeah.
so Simon says, touch your head. Simon says, touch your ears. Simon says, close your eyes. Reach down and touch your toes. Simon says, touch your nose. Simon says, move like a robot. Simon says, play the air guitar. Now freeze. I gotcha. All right.
When kids learn to listen carefully to each command and decide whether to follow, they're demonstrating self-regulation, which will help them do well in school.
Simon says, flap your arms like a chicken. Simon says, stand on one foot. Simon says, make a funny face. Simon says, twirl like a ballerina. All right, now bow. Simon says, touch your ears. Touch your nose. Simon says, quietly run in place. Simon says, stop. Simon says, run again. All right, let's take a little break. Got you again. All right.
You can adapt this game to play with kids of all ages. My little one, for example, may be too young to fully understand the rules of Simon Says. So when I play with him, my focus is introducing him to new words.
Simon says, touch your ears. Yeah, good job. Simon says, touch your nose. Yeah, good job. Simon says, smile. Simon says, wiggle your fingers. Simon says, flap your arms like a chicken. Simon says, dance in place. Yeah.
As you can see, my kids love to play Simon Says, and I love that they get to practice their self-regulation skills. Now we want to know how you and your kids play Simon Says. Share pictures and videos by hashtagging them Mother Goose Club. Add your stories in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to be the first to hear about new videos.
Simon says, say goodbye.
Goodbye!
Hey, I'm Jesse. Just in case you didn't know, I'm Jesse. Definitely use some...
All right. Simon says, get it together.
The ability to control your behavior.
You guys are so good. Oh, you smacked me in the face. I can't win. I can't win with these guys.
The ability to control your
Simon says, rub your belly.
Let's try it again.
really good for your kids' brains? No. Really good for your kids' brains? That sounds funny. Actually really good with their brains. So you have your kids and their brains.
Touch your nose. Touch your nose. Dude, you're good. I thought I was gonna get him on that one.
When kids learn, ow now, brown cow, to understand the rules of practice, there's and share and add. Too young to understand. If the command Ugh. Simon says, say goodbye. It's fun. It's a fun way. Fun. Funyuns.
Hi, I'm Kira, and this is Carolyn. She's my babysitter and also my friend. We're going on a letter hunt at the flea market.
Yes, we are. Before kids can learn how to read, they need to be able to recognize letters and relate them to the sounds they make. So when we're out and about, we like to do fun things like letter hunts to work on letter sounds. We'll show you how. All right, Kira, let's hunt for letters.
Look, there's letters on that sign.
Oh, yeah. What letters do you see?
E and N and T.
Awesome. Do you know what word that is? Let's sound it out together. Enter. Awesome. All right, Kira, let's go inside and look for more letters.
Look, there's a huge S.
Whoa, that is a huge S. When you find a letter, try to think of a fun way to talk about the sound it makes. Hey, Kira, what sound does an S make? That's right. Can you think of an animal that starts with the letter S?
Snake.
That's right. How about skunk?
Seal.
Seal. Good job. Let's go find more letters.
D.
Awesome. What sound does a D make?
D.
Duh. That's right. What's that?
Door.
Door. All right, let's see if there are any other letters in here.
P.
P. That's right. What sound does a P make? What fruit is that?
Pear.
Pear. Do you know any other fruit that starts with P?
Pineapple.
Pineapple. I love pineapple. So good. Anything else? What about a peach?
Peach.
Perfect.
Look, another P.
You're right. That is another P. Do you know what that says? Let's sound it out together.
Pick.
Pick
Pick up
up
your
your toys. Yes. Good job. You're so smart. Kira, let's go find some more letters. Let's go.
Look, there's letters on the snow globe.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at this one. What letter is that?
L.
L. That's right. What sound does an L make?
Oh.
Oh, right. What other letters do you see on here?
An O, an N, a D, an O, and an N.
You are so smart, Kira. What word does that spell? London. Right. Give me 5. You are so awesome. So let's go find more letters.
W.
That's right. Can you think of some words that start with W?
Water.
Water.
Y.
Y. What else?
Walrus.
Walrus. What about
Whiskers.
whiskers? That's right. You are so smart.
Letters are everywhere.
I know. When kids realize that letters are all over the place and not just in storybooks, they begin to understand just how important they really are.
Whoa, look at all those letters.
What letters do you see?
I see a B,
A B. What about that?
A,
A.
and I see a P,
A P.
and an N.
And an N.
Cat, hat, hat, bat, sat, rat.
You are so smart, girlfriend. What letter is this, Kira?
M.
What sound does an M make? I see a letter. This is my favorite letter.
C.
C. C for Carolyn. You pick a letter.
K.
K. K for Kira. What sound does the K make? K.
Just like a C.
Just like a C. Go on a letter hunt with the kids in your life and let us know how it goes by hashtagging Mother Goose Club on social media. As always, we'd love to hear from you. So type any comments into the box below. And don't forget to subscribe to be the first to hear about our new videos.
Bye! I just want to play with all these toys! Because I love ducks, I love puppies.
Dinosaurs have great big feet that stomp, stomp, stomp. Dinosaurs have great big teeth that chomp, chomp, chomp. Stomp, 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 and a chomp, chomp, chomp. Stomp, 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 and a chomp, chomp, chomp. Dinosaurs! Hi, I'm Liam, and I play Eep the Mouse on Mother Goose Club. The Mother Goose Club is all about music. So am I, especially drums. Drumming is good for kids in a lot of ways, and you don't even need real drums to do it. I'll show you how. This is my buddy and neighbor Keller. He comes over for jam sessions. We have a lot of ways to jam, don't we?
Yeah. Can we do the one where we take turns?
Sure. Tell him how we play.
Liam drums the pattern and then I drum it. We'll do it faster and faster. Watch.
Ready? I'm gonna speed it up now. Crazy fast one. Awesome.
Thanks.
Patterns are super important for math. Drumming is a great way for kids to practice patterns because it's so fun. Another drumming activity is keeping a beat. Keeping a beat helps with talking and listening. Kids can hear and understand the rhythm of speech better if they practice keeping a beat. I'll start with an easy one. It goes like this. Now you join in.
Okay.
There you go. Now keep it steady the whole time. I'm gonna play different things over it. Very good. My favorite thing about drumming is that you don't even need real drums to do it. Pots, pans, food containers, anything can be a drum. You can use a spoon or a pencil as a drumstick, or even just use your hand. Plus, the more kinds of sounds kids hear, the more brain connections they make. Look how the bigger ones make deeper sounds and the smaller ones make higher sounds as we play. Watch. You can join in too. Show Mother Goose Club fans your drum skills by posting photos and videos and hashtagging them Mother Goose Club. Rock and roll by subscribing and type the name of your favorite drummer in the comments below. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clickety clack, clickety clack. What's that coming down the track? A freight train. Freight train coming down the track. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Hi, my name is... Tell them how we play.
Liam drums a pattern.
Tell them how we play.
Liam drums...
Another drumming activity. Another... Drumming is a great way for kids to practice patterns if they... I'm gonna... Wait, were you... Alright, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start with the simple one, alright? And you keep all through.
Yeah, so let's look at the audience and let's...
A freight train! Plus, the more kids hear different kinds of sounds...
that line.
Show Mother Goose Club fans your drumming skills by and type your name of your favorite drummer in the comments. Oh, sorry. Rock and roll by subscribe.
Club Playhouse.